Some numbers are not direct. For example, number 1 part B. So you have to figure it out in a certain way, like number 2. So you have to make sure that you manipulate the number to make sure that you come up with 2 bases that are of the same value. So let's start with the simple one. Number 1, it says find the value part A of 5 power negative 5 times 5 power 5. So we are having the same base 5 and we are multiplying. So when we are multiplying, what is multiplying? It's here. When we are multiplying, we add the powers. So it means this is simply 5, then negative 5 plus 5, which is 5. Negative 5 plus 5, that's a 0. And any number power 0 is 1. Any number power 0 is 1. Part B, 125 power 2 over 3. Now this is in a certain way. So you're just having one number and they just want us to find its value. Mostly this comes in paper 2, and for paper 2 you won't be needing a calculator. So it's a non-calculator paper. So don't expect to have this number and just go in your calculator and put 125 power 2 over 3 and get the answer. So what do? We're going to apply what we call long division and then divide out this 125 to see what it really can equal to. So we're going to long divide 125. Help you remember long division. So for long division, we can always start by dividing by 2 if 2 is not, it's 2, 3, and 5. So basically you look at the number, does 5 go there? No. Does 3 go there? No. Does 2 go there? Like that until you see it being divisible. So as you can see this, it is ending with an odd number. Therefore, it can't be divided. It can't be divided by 2. It can't be divided by 2, so it has to be 3 or maybe 5. But since also when you look at the power, this power is 2 over 3. What does this tell you? It tells you that you should come up with something whereby there will be a 3 cancelling out at some point. So let's just long divide by 5, because I see it is ending with a 5, meaning 5 should go there. So 125 divided by 5 is 25, and 25 into 5 it's a 5, and then 5 into a 5 is a 1. So in this number 125, 2 was not going there, even 3 was not going there, so it was a 5, meaning that 125 is the same as 5 power 3, because it is 5 times 5 times 5, which is equal to 5 times 5 times 5. So it is this 5 power 3 that we need most. So instead of writing 125, we're going to write 5 to power 3. But remember, this whole thing, the power is multiplying by 2 over 3, such that the 3 can cancel. We remain with 5 squared, which is 25. So this was just side work. You just needed to remember that 125 is a 5 power 3. If you cannot remember it directly in your head, what do? You do long division and make sure that it's coming out. Number 3, I'm not going to do number 3. Let me just write it for you here, and then you'll be able to do. So number 3, it is n power 15 divided by n power x is equal to n power 5. They want us to find the value of x. I think I may end up doing it to show you a certain trick that you may need to apply in your working. So first of all, same bases. There is side and there is a division. There is nothing that side. So what do? Same bases, division. What does it mean? Actually, you should just proceed and get this answer right now, such that by the time I'm finishing, you already have your value. So since it is division, we know we subtract the powers. Remember, in the powers, it is the first number that subtracts the second number. Don't say x minus 5 instead. So it's n power 15 minus 3 is equal to n power 5. So since you can see there is n this side and n that side, then equate the powers alone and then get your answer. So this implies that 15 minus x is equal to 5. X is a negative, you can take it the other side to be a positive, and 5 is a positive, you can bring it this side to be a negative. Therefore it is 15 minus 5 is equal to x, and x is 10. Lastly, number 4. Number 4 is your assignment really. Now make sure you do it and it comes out. I'll just give you a simple hints. For part A, write down the value of 73 power 0. We already know what any number powered to 0 is. Part B, find the value of 7 over 3 power negative 2. So you can see that 7 is dividing by a value that has a negative power. So think of how you can, this is 3 power negative 2, but remember you can't solve any number when it has a division downwards. So you can transfer 3 power negative 2 from the denominator side to the numerator side, and when you bring it up, it's going to multiply with 7. Think of how this negative 2 becomes when it now becomes a numerator, and multiply those two, and you'll have the answer. And lastly, write 27 times 81 squared in form of 3 to power n. Simple. What does it mean? They are giving a clue that you're going to rewrite 27 in form of a 3 power something. You're going to write 84 in form of 3 power something. And after that, you'll have a 3 in both positions. And it will be multiplied, meaning you'll pick out 1 and then you add the powers, and that will be your answer. Maybe let me help you with the last one. Not to rush you. So number 4, I'm only doing part C. They want us to write 27 times 81 squared in form of 3 power any number. Form of 3 power any number. So what does it mean? We are going to write 27 in terms of 3, right? 84 in terms of 3. So let's first long divide 27 to come up with its value. So 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 3 into 3 is 1. Meaning that 27 is equivalent to 3 power 3. Same with 81. So 81, we are also going to divide by 3 throughout and then see what comes out. So by 3, 81 is 27, meaning this, the second one is exactly what's up. So by 3 is 9, by 3 is 3, and by 3 is once, meaning 81 is equal to 3 power 1, 2, 3, 4. What does it mean? It means that 27 times 81 squared is equivalent to, instead of 27, you're going to write in terms of 3 power 3 times 81, you're going to write 3 power 4. But remember, this power 4 is finding a 2 up there that was there initially, this one, which will be 3 power 3 times 3 power 4 times 2 is 8. Now, same bases, meaning we pick only 3, they are multiplied, so we add the powers, 3 plus 8, that is 11, which is in form of 3 to power n. In that case, n is equal to 11. So this is basically the idea behind indices, and you can apply it in doing numbers of different topics. So expect if you meet such a small number, you shouldn't miss it out. Number 2, I missed number 2. I hope this one you're also going to do it now. So they want you to solve. When you see the word solve, it means they want you to find the value of the unknown in the equation. So since this is a third is equal to 9, you're going to write 3. A third in terms of 3. I hope you clearly know that a third is the same as 3 power negative 1, meaning this is 3 power negative x. Then write 9 in form of 3 also, which is 3 squared. Then cancel the base, remain with negative x is equal to 2x plus 8, and then be able to get the value of that. Same here, instead of 27, write it in terms of 3, write 9 in terms of 3, cancel out the 3 and equate the powers, and you'll be able to get the solution of those values of x in number 2. For any question, always feel free to send it in and inquire or ask for any extra help. I'll always be glad to respond to you and give you more help and hint. Next, we are going to be doing equations, which is our next subtopic, 2.5. We are done up to 2.4. So we meet in the next video while doing equations. Thank you.